Welcome back to Matt Chat. I'm Matt, and I'm the owner of Chippewa Farms right here in Lafayette, Indiana. I want to just spend a moment to talk to you about where you purchase your meat from. And I want to say that not all meat is the same. And while many of us understand that on a surface level, okay, there's different kinds of meat and things, but I really want you to understand that where you get your meat, where you purchase your meat is very, very important, because meat is really the number one protein, the number one way that we get protein. Or if you don't know this, it should be the number one way that your body takes in protein. And so meat today is so different based upon a lot of things. There's a lot of labels out there, and I want you to know that a lot of the labels that are placed on meat you can't necessarily trust, because there are workarounds on those labels. And so when you go to the grocery store and you purchase meat, and you might say, I'm going to pay extra money to get grass-fed beef. Well, you need to understand that most of the meat that is grass-fed in the United States of America is not actually grass-fed beef at all. And they may have had some grass at some point in their life, but they've had many other things as well. So you need to understand that. You need to understand that a lot of the meat that is produced here in the U.S., a lot of it's not produced in the U.S. at all. And I want you to know that if it's coming from a different country, there's a whole different level of problems that come with that beef that's coming in from Argentina and these other countries. But here in the U.S., if it's here, just know that a lot of producers are feeding their animals the waste that comes from ethanol, from corn that was used in creating ethanol. And in that waste, there are some that process is so harsh and so filled with chemicals, and that's going right into the beef, and it's not good. So you've got beef today. Much of the beef is full of hormones. The growth hormones are very bad for the human body. There's a lot of chemicals that are being put onto the food that's going into the animal. There's vaccines that are being put into the animals, antibiotics that are being put in, medications that is really going right into the meat, because they're not making sure that there's the right withdrawal period before they get them processed. So there's the how they're raised, the food that's given to the animal is very important, and you need to know what was fed to your beef. If you want good beef, you need to know what kind of antibiotics or medications were given, because really you don't want any, because it's going to affect the meat. So that's all very, very important. In the grocery store, they're going to add dyes and things to try to make the meat look brighter and more red. And so even the coloration of meat in the grocery store and what you think meat should look like is really fabricated and not real. On top of that, you have all the lab-grown meat things going on in our society today. So when you go to the grocery store, you don't even know if it is real meat. And then on top of that, you have where the meat is processed. And I want to say this is even, to me, as important as anything, because you might say, okay, I'm going to get good meat from a local farmer, somebody I know. That's great. I would encourage that. But you also need to know where the meat was processed. That's very, very important, because food safety, that a lot of processors don't do a good job with cleaning a place and how they process and the ingredients to go into the items that they're making for the producer. All of those things are very important. So look, here at Chippewa Farm, we're raising animals in the way that they were intended to be raised. And so lamb and beef both, no growth hormones, no vaccines in there. And that's huge, right? No antibiotics in there. It's natural. They're grazing. They're out on that good grass, and they've got good fats, good marbling. But then also they're processed at a place where food safety is of the utmost importance, and how they are processed. They are processed naturally. They are processed safely, USDA certified. So it's great. And on top of that, I work at the processor that I have that does our animals. And so when you buy from Chippewa Farms, you're getting meat that was raised locally, it was raised right, no harmful ingredients, and it was processed clean as well. So you're getting the whole process. So this is why I'm such a firm believer in the product that we have and what we're selling. And I want to invite you to give us a chance, try our meat, and taste the difference and see the difference in the packaging, the label, the taste, the flavor, all of that, how you feel after you eat it. So look, I eat it, my family eats it, and we stand behind it. We'd love to have you try it. Go to chippewa-farm.com. Place your order today. If you have a question, reach out to us. But we firmly believe that we are putting healthy meat out there for people that will help lead to more healthy people. So it's a better farm, it's better food, and it leads to a better future for all of us.